For real, it's like you come here and it's like, okay, if I do what I'm supposed to do, if I'm a good person, if I work hard, I can have exactly what, you know, the billionaires have. That's not how it really goes down. I think it's really dope to see when like grants come out, right? Like organizations, our community is doing the work to crowdfund like a lot of people's initiatives and startups. So it's really beautiful to see when people are able to start their business from the ground up. What's up, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Blacktinidad. I'm Nadia.
I'm Eliana.
I'm Caio.
And on today's hot topic, we're discussing Afro-Latino businesses and business owners. It can be hard for any entrepreneur to get a business off the ground, but it's especially difficult for people of color who are often marginalized in today's capitalistic economy. What do y'all think about this issue? Are we getting a fair shake?
No.
Just like that.
It's gonna be plain and simple.
Just
no.
like that. Tell me more, why no?
I mean, I think there's such a gap between the access that entrepreneurs of color, Latino, Latinx, Latina entrepreneurs, Afro-Latina entrepreneurs have when it comes to access to money, to funding, when it comes to access to, you know, marketing, to materials, to production, there's a huge gap. I wish I had the specific numbers, but I know there's a huge gap.
No, straight up. And there's like a widening wealth gap too now today, right? Which is a direct example, you know, the product of how we do not have access to many things. Like I believe it's something like the top 1% now has what, over 50% of the wealth, global wealth, and 99% have less. That's a big issue.
Which is crazy because our people are entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
right? Like we're hustlers, we're business owners, we're bodegueros, we're restaurant owners, so I don't understand.
And we were always like, we're raised with that, you gotta work twice as hard to get half as much, you know, hustle. And then when you get there, a lot of times, it's like these huge companies can come in and just kind of like steal, you know, dang, she stole my look, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, straight up. Yeah, my cousins in the Bay have like this Black-owned Boricua vegan restaurant, right? And just getting started, having to find grants, getting loans, you know what I'm saying? When it comes to like credit and folks that are like new to the country, trying to build credit, like that's a big block, right? That's a big block. But I just remember them getting started and people were smashing their windows down. Like it's a Black-owned business. We should be uplifting this, right? But I feel like that happens so many times, you know, when we're supposed to be uplifting our community and our businesses. And sometimes, you know, folks just not with it.
Right, but I think it's also, you know, when we think about real estate and when we think about access to ownership of land and ownership of commercial space, most of us probably wouldn't be able to have our first business or a business in general in one of these areas that are, you know, quote unquote safe, right? Or we're not gonna experience some type of challenge or something going on in the neighborhood. So it's it's kind of, to me, I see it as it's just like this loop that we're in, where it's like you have lack of access to money, lack of access to wealth, lack of access to land and commercial property, lack of access to, you know, even employees, because if you don't have the money, you can't pay employees. You don't have employees, then you can't produce at the level that would bring you wealth.
There you go.
It's a cycle.
I feel like it ties in with the whole like falseness of the American dream. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Like so many of our family members come.
You feel
me?
The dog, the tire swing.
Exactly.
The tire swing.
The white picket fence. No, for real. It's like you come here and it's like, okay, if I do what I'm supposed to do, if I'm a good person, if I work hard, I can have exactly what, you know, the billionaires have. That's not how it really goes down.
No. Yeah, that made me really sad.
No, for real. It's straight up though. You feel me? It's wrong, you know. And I think it's really dope to see when like grants come out, right? Like organizations, our community is doing the work to fund, you know, crowdfund like a lot of people's initiatives and startups. So it's really beautiful to see when people are able to start their business from the ground up. But it's so hard, and people don't understand that. I'm just becoming an entrepreneur. It's not that easy.
And then the whole conversation whenever we do create those spaces for ourselves. The conversation happens of reverse racism, like, you know what I mean? And it's like, okay, if we're not gonna create these spaces for ourselves and to help uplift our culture, our community, no one else is gonna do it for us, you know what I mean? So it's like, y'all not gonna do it, we're gonna make it happen. that's it. Like, and that's, I love that that's where we're at right now. And like, I feel like I'm seeing a movement happening like never before, really. In like the Afro-Latino space regarding like ownership and businesses. And even like since the pandemic, I feel like I've just seen it like going up.
Heck yeah. I love when folks are uplifting Black-owned business, right? And then, like you said, with the whole reverse racism counter argument, it's like, why do you need to label it as a Black-owned business? Why can't it just be a business, that whole colorblind thing?